We're at Remax Choice Properties in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Today's a kickoff. I'm going to try to elicit some interest. This is called a showcase event in our selling system, and a showcase event is where I go out, get in front of people, share my message, show them how I can solve problems, and then we try to sign people up into Monster Producer, our big coaching program. It is the best strategy we've got. So come along for the ride today. We got a great experience, a great day, and I'm going to show you how to go out and hopefully get some business. You got to be great at understanding there is no such thing as rejection. You got to be great at getting on the phones and creating energy and momentum. Selling is about energy and momentum. It's about the transfer of confidence, because it's mostly driven by one thing: feelings. And feelings are just emotions, and emotions can be influenced. Everybody follow me here? One of the strategies we use, which is very critical, I believe that one of the biggest things we got to do out in the world is we got to become known. Like, I know some people are scared of being known and famous. Famous means known, renowned, celebrated. It just means you're becoming a person of interest. Well, one of the ways that I become known is I go out in the marketplace and I share my message with the world. I call this the showcase event. And a showcase event is where you get in front of people and you showcase your abilities. You showcase your talents. You showcase your skills. So we were at Remax Choice Properties in Hendersonville, Tennessee. They had 20 or 30 agents in the room. I went in and did a 45-minute coaching session. Hopefully what I did is show them that, man, I can help them. Average return for the people I'm coaching is 43% in year one if they do what I tell them to do. Everybody with me? Okay? If they're doing what I'm practicing and teaching, then they should show a pretty significant increase in their business. Everybody with me? So this is my day today. You see how mapped out it is? Over here is time blocked. Over here are my targets that I'm going after. New money. See, I went there unknown. I walked out of there known. And this is something a lot of business owners don't do. They want to sit in their offices. 83% of deals happen outside the office. They ain't coming to your office. Momentum and energy ain't coming to your office to find you. Momentum is not calling you and leaving you a voicemail. Momentum is out there for you to go get. And if you're not willing to go get it, you're going to remain obscure. And if you remain obscure, you're never going to grow and get on bigger stages. You don't know what's next out there. And so what's going to happen is you're going to play at very, very minimal level. This is true for retail people. Retail people got to go out into the marketplace, and they got to bring people into the store. They got to go out into the marketplace and get people excited. So whether you're on a bus, plane, train, automobile, until you become known, you can't send any business to you. So that's really the purpose of the showcase event. Go out, share your wares with the world. Some people are going to like it, some people not. So what? But you got to be compelling. And what I try to do is entertain people and educate people at the same time. It's called edutainment. And I try to get them excited and get them to commit to their own potential. They're not committing to me, they're committing to themselves. I just need to give them a structure where they can provide that structure and go forward with that structure. That's a showcase event. And that's what we were doing. New money. That new money can come from a strategic partnership. That new money can come from a direct consumer. That new money can come from a current client. When's the best time to ask for referrals from your current clients? Right during the middle of the transaction. During the transaction, you should be asking, what's the highest point of energy? Highest point of energy is in the beginning. You live with somebody long enough, you'll find something you don't like about them. Basically, what we're doing now is we're coming in to speak to the Duck River membership group. So these are blue-collar workers. You know, they do big electrical, I don't know what you call it, transformers. Our sole purpose and mission is to come in here and motivate. And I think a lot of people forget that people do need to be remotivated and reinvigorated. Everybody, including me, loses their motivation. Typically, when your fire burns out, that fire becomes lit by another person. It's hard to get your own mojo back. You need to hear it from somebody else. And another person can reframe your thinking. Like I was thinking at a low ordinance, and you came into my life, and now I'm thinking at a high ordinance. It's the power of one relationship. So what my real job is here is to have fun and give them some motivation. Because I'm sure there's days they wake up and they wonder why they're doing what they do. It's a tough gig, man. My stepfather's in this line of business, and being called in the middle of the night because power is down or electrical storm, or it's very dangerous. You climb up on one of those poles and get electrocuted. It's very, very dangerous. You're up at high altitudes and all those things. So my job here is to try to keep these guys motivated. So we're gonna have some fun, we're gonna give them some motivation, and we're gonna try to keep them in an offensive mobility, which is really what I do with a lot of people. Keep them moving, keep them moving. It's time for the party to start. What are we doing? Motivating, means to move. Inspiring means to breathe life into. All day, every day, we're just in a forward posture, man. That's what I'm trying to get people to do. So this is gonna be a lot of fun. So come along for the ride. Let's get on in here. I believe everybody needs a good coach in life. I thank you for letting me come spend the afternoon with you. And hopefully more than anything, I made you think okay? And for all those Golden Eaglettes in the room, hey, sure, I'm glad I at least beat you one good time. You know what I'm saying? So God bless y'all. Thank y'all for having me. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I just finished teaching Duck River membership. Sometimes I get to do things that are not necessarily business growth, but they're just pure motivation. You would be shocked at how many people come in a day or call us and say they just want to get their people motivated. If you do the same thing over and over and over, you get stuck, you get in a rut, you get static, you get complacent, my granddad always said if you eat banana pudding every day for 10 years, you eventually get tired of eating it. And that's what happened to me. I was a coach and I was stuck. Even though I'd won a championship, I was in a rut. I was mechanical or borderline burnout. And I needed something. I needed a change. I needed to reach up. I needed to get around bigger people. I needed to play at a higher level. I figured out how to beat Coach Insel at Shelbyville, and that was to get rid of Coach Insel. Everybody with me here? And so I graduated from MTSU, so when he was up for the job at MTSU, man, I called everybody I knew and I said, please, for the love of God, hire this guy so I can beat Shelbyville and win that championship. That speaking engagement today gave me the chance to just coach, not own business or growth, sales, referrals, but own just life. And that's really what my book, Everybody Needs a Coach in Life, is about. This ain't no practice life. My other book is about that too. Sometimes we just need to read something that inspires us to take more action and move forward. And I do believe every person in this room needs some coach in their life. How many of you have ever had a good coach at some point in your life? Doesn't have to be an athletic coach, but somebody somewhere, and I bet that good coach probably did 3 things for you. They probably had conversations with you that you did not want to have. Right? For all my managers in here, you understand that you got to have some of those conversations sometimes, don't you? They probably made you do some things you didn't want to do. But if you've ever had a good coach in your life, they probably helped you become something you didn't think you could become. It's a great group. People are silently begging to be led. That group, they're hungry for it. Don't ever let a group tell you that, oh, they don't like motivation or they're blue-collar workers. Or listen, everybody's hungry. Everybody's hungry for some motivation every now and then. That's really what I was able to deliver, and so a great way to end the day on a high note with them. Heard you're this young little whippersnapper that can flat-out coach. Well, you come to Riverdale, be one of my assistant coaches. And I asked what any good 19-year-old would ask, which is what? I said, well, how much are you going to pay me to come to Riverdale? Now, I'm embarrassed to say these words actually came out of my mouth. I said, I'm already making $199.50. I'm like, I don't even know if you can afford me. One cool thing about coaching people is although it is a lot of energy we have to put out, we get to really go out and do some good in the world. I really feel like we wake people up from a slumber. I feel like we keep people in a dynamic state. I feel like we inspire and motivate. And so today was a day that had several different components to it. I spoke this morning there to RE/MAX Choice Properties in Hendersonville and spoke to real estate agents about the 4 or 5 big areas that I see are missing structures, because I think that's what a good coach does. And then we went over to the Duck River membership, spoke to all of their employees at their all-employee banquet. I believe in creating momentum and energy out in the market. I believe if you exchange enough energy with the market, the world's going to exchange some money with you. That's just my belief, man. And so today, that's what we did. We exchanged a lot of energy. And we had some good moments, bad moments, but mostly good. Mostly good.